Well, the National Health Service in the UK, the NHS, says that the first cousin marriage is linked to stronger extended family support systems and economic advantages. Yeah, that is basically like marrying your cousin has more upsides than downsides. And I wish that this was some kind of headline from the Babylon Bee or some kind of satire, but no, it is pretty much real. From the Telegraph, first cousin marriage has quote unquote benefits, says NHS guidance despite birth defect risk. I don't know if this title was, fixed. I really didn't check it, but they're acknowledging what everybody, like pretty much everybody, except those who marry their cousins, know at this point, that if you marry your cousin, and if you have kids, there is let's say I don't know, 10%, 30%. You're playing Russian roulette with birth defects and having retarded kids. I'm gonna be blunt about that. It's you could use any of the previously scientifically used words like moron or idiot or retarded. It's gonna be the same. It's going to be the same. You're going to shave off like 10% IQ of the next generation just because, well, you wanted to, what is the upsides? Stronger extended family support systems and economic advantages, according to the NHS. So essentially, I didn't want to say this. You know that I'm making some kind of serious on my scene surgeon channel. That's my channel on, where's my scene surgeon channel here? Here, my channel on entertainment. Like Angelina Jolie just went full retard, but in this case, it's a whole country. The UK will go full retard. Thanks to the NHS, I think we are witnessing the downfall of a country in real time. If the immigration stuff was not the asylum seeking stuff was not enough, and we know that this is precisely so not offend the customs and culture of those asylum seekers. The NHS has been urged to apologize for publishing guidance extolling the benefits of first cousin marriage despite the increased risk of birth defects. The effects. All right. So, to what lengths, says Melissa Chen, will the UK go to maintain the illusion that all cultures are equal when they're not? They are not. Yes, they are better cultures than others. And I'm tired of saying it. And I'm tired of pretending it is not true, because it's a fact. The NHS, in releasing guidance claiming that cousin marriage can actually be a good thing and downplaying the health risks, completely undermines its own mandate and reveals its total ideological capture. Somehow, you just know that if it were white people marrying their cousins in Appalachia, they would be called retarded inbreds. And that is exactly how we would call them. Yeah, on point. But because it's the preferred marginalized group, or Muslims in the UK, the NHS opts to extol the benefits of marrying cousins, such as stronger extended family support systems and economic advantages. I push back on the Britain has fallen or Britain has been invaded rhetoric for being too hyperbolic all the time, but when your National Health Service literally changes science so as not to offend a group of people, it's really hard to argue against it. Yes, the UK is in this train wreck in real time that I don't know how is this happening. I don't know. I should analyze that BBC interview of Keir Starmer. He was grilled and completely destroyed in front of the cameras. Just ferme, a 2002 study revealed that while Pakistani babies make up 4% of UK births, they account for, wait for it, 30% of birth defects. In 2013, a larger study found that 37% of babies with birth defects were from Pakistani first cousin marriages, 37 times the national average. So, oh, you cannot have this conversation. You are racist, you're xenophobic, you are Islamophobic. I don't know how many phobics you can be at one time. I don't know how many cars you can have. Maybe you can, the police officers are gonna knock on your door if you tweet like this. Oh my God. You have a license for that tweet, Mike? No. I don't have that. I don't have a license for the truth, for the facts. Christian Hyams. Everyone reading this headline knows why it was published. The NHS is running cover for mass Islamic migration into the UK. First cousin marriage is considered an alien and even monstrous abomination by the vast majority of English people and has been since the Middle Ages. For most European history, only royals would marry their cousins, and even that would only occur for explicitly political purposes and would usually result in catastrophic genetic consequences for the royal family and disastrous political consequences for the realm. And yes, nobody wants to make the Habsburgs great again. Nobody wants that, that chin that you can poke an eye with that. In contrast, first cousin marriages are quite common in the Middle East and across the Islamic world. This would be viewed as borderline barbaric in England, so the organs of the state are seeking to tear down these illiberal prejudices by the native population in order to normalize something they find repugnant, because it is. Because it is repugnant. This is what liberalism does in its purest essence. It dissolves all social norms, even those that discourage little dysgenic behavior, out of fear of offending the new replacement population. And I have bad news for you. If you are watching this video, most likely, this is happening in your country as well. Because I like 60% of my audience is from the United States. And you know that, yeah, there's still a lot of this going on in the United States as we speak. As in, ICE cannot work fast enough, hard enough. People are realizing that, maybe the measures about this are not going to, have the impact in time, let alone countries like Canada or the UK, which are already at the point that the invasion is, I wouldn't say that, how to say this, that you cannot salvage the country, either Canada or the UK, but how long can the country withstand this? And how long can you wait for the next election? And how hard has the next politician in line, the next chosen one, really be against, allowing more people in and mass deportations, which it seems that nobody wants to touch on that topic. Just to correct, Rupert Lowe in the UK talks about mass deportations, but my question is, it is important that the people who talk about mass deportations have an actual shot of becoming, somebody who can do something about it. Because that is the problem in every single one of these countries. So many people saying there must be mass deportations in countries in Europe. Is also this conversation going on. We need to stop the influx of people. Oh no, but we signed up those documents decades ago. We need to keep receiving this asylum seekers no matter what. And you know what that has done to these countries. And now, as to fix, quote unquote, the problem, they want to push digital ID. Again, I made a video 1.5 years ago. It's in my channel, my Body Language Guide channel. How governments use illegal immigration to control you. I'm going to leave you the link in the description so you check it once again. If you don't remember, if you haven't watched it, there's right there. Well, that is the plan. That is the plan. You have this mass of people from this cultures that only will disrupt your local population, where they create this chaos, will tell you that you are ignorant, that you are not tolerant, that you are racist, xenophobic, whatever. And then, okay, we need to get some order here, and part of the order is the control, and the control, well, among other things, is the digital ID. I should make a video about digital ID to explain what are the actual risks, because digital ID in itself is just a tool. It's just a tool that, in fact, could save everyone in any country a lot of time. It's something very efficient, but in the wrong hands, it could be a disaster. And we already know that the governments of these countries, like the UK or like Canada, are the wrong hands, because they have been pushing this for so long. And in terms of the UK, it's both labor and tourists. There's no escape in here. There's no escape in here unless there's a third option or fourth option. And at least there's a third option. If this Farage, oh my God, that is lukewarm as it gets. I don't know. And he's like wind vane. It changes his stance on mass deportations that, I don't know, depending on the equinox or something. So I don't know how this can be solved. This is truly barbaric. This is going backwards. But again, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Body Language Guy. Much love and bliss.